Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. And if you guys saw my last one, my vehicle's been overheating a bunch, so I'm not doing a video of this. I'm just going to be doing a head resurface. I'm taking it to the machine shop. I got it all pulled apart and everything. And then I will be doing a timing belt. I'm not doing a video of that either. There's tons of them on YouTube, so I kind of didn't see the point. If you guys would want to see me do one, let me know in the comments for a later date, but for the time being I'm not doing one. So I have the head off. You know, I'm going to be cleaning up this engine bay because it's pretty filthy, as you guys could see. So I'll be doing timing belt, all three other belts. And then for this video, since I think I found the cause of the overheating being that this full-size AC condenser was not allowing the radiator to cool efficiently. Now, my guess is that since this radiator is pretty thick, that maybe this AC condenser was heat soaking it, because even when I wouldn't run the AC, it would overheat. It would just take longer, and then after a while, like you guys said in my radiator video, there was constant bubbles in the cooling system. After bleeding it, checking a thermostat, checking all the hoses, replacing them, everything like that. I did a valve lash adjustment just to make sure that those weren't loose, because there was low compression cylinder 1. You know, that fixed compression but didn't stop the bubbles and everything. So I'm taking the head to a machine shop to get a resurface and a valve job. And they're going to be doing cleaning of and everything just to make sure it's still good. But to make sure that doesn't happen again, I will be taking off this AC condenser, and I'll be showing you how. I'm going to be using a Civic AC condenser out of a '99 Civic SI to make it easier. I ordered them online, found it pretty cheap. So to start it, the system has been draining everything like that, but I'm moving this 10mm bolt right here, this 10mm bolt right here, and these two 10mm bolts, this one and this one. Okay, now that I got the AC condenser, the easiest thing next to do is going to be pull out the lines I don't need. This one is the low pressure, so I am going to need that one. This next one right here is the high pressure. I'm no longer going to need this one. I will be using one as well from a '99 Civic SI. So that's going to take care of it. Now, there is a problem with this one right here, because this is the high pressure fill and relief valve for the Integras. And on the Civics, it's actually on the line that goes to the condenser. And I kind of don't want to have two high pressure valves, so I'm going to try and find a way to block this one off possibly. If not, block this one off, but most likely it'll be right here. And the reason I'm not switching this line to a Civics is because on that extra air dryer, which is this right here, there's a sensor on there, and in this, honestly, I don't think I have too much space unless I do this wiper delete, which it's a daily driver and we need it for visual inspection here. So I'm not trying to do too much stuff like that. But yeah, so the switch is actually on the lower side of this line. Let me get you guys that view. So switch is right here, the lower side of this line, and then that's the current pressure relief, fill, charge, whatever you want to do. Usually release because you fill from the low side, and on the Civics it goes from here to the condenser, and its release is right here on top, just like the low side right here. So that's going to be kind of a pain, but I'll have to figure that out. Now, besides this right here, we have this high pressure line removed. No longer going to need that. We'll be removing this fan. I have new mounts for it coming in by, I believe, 4 days from now, like Monday, Tuesday, something like that. And so I'll be putting that fan on the half-size condenser, and then the new one's going to be mounted up right here. Now, to make this work, if you guys see, this is the, I believe, high pressure line from the air dryer, and this is the low pressure line going to the condenser. Alright, you guys, so unfortunately I couldn't line it up. Now if you guys notice this hose right here, so if you guys notice, it's kind of facing the opposite direction, and to pretty much fold it around and twist it, I didn't want to take the chance of breaking it. I tried using the OEM Civic or Integra line, and that kind of didn't fold. I was just trying to put like a 45 on there, but it snapped. I don't have a pipe bender. It's fine though. So what what I am going to do is remove this fan later on once those mounts come in. Find a way to mount up the condenser. Now, what I'm thinking is it has little latches on front. I can put a zip tie through here and hold it like that. And then for this side, I'm going to have to think of something else, because there's not really much on the front that'll hold it together. Maybe this line will help keep it in place from rattling too much or something. But what I'm going to be doing is I found a AC shop out here that is willing to make me a custom line. So the Civic line kind of looped up, made a full with a harsh 90, and then lined up. So it's like they sent something over a little bit too long from Rock Auto, but it's fine. They said they can cut and shorten it for me and line it up. And they're also willing to make a custom AC line here for me. So to do that, maybe they can do the brackets as well, and then maybe fix this because it's got kind of a weird angle on it. I know it's not from this, it kind of always had that weird angle, I just ignored it, but maybe they could fix this up or straighten this out, or maybe help me do some type of tuck with these hoses. And yeah, once they do that, I'm not sure if they'll let me film and record and see what they're doing. I've never really spoke to them or met them before, but I will show you guys how they routed everything and what I did after, so you guys can see at least an idea of how you can do a Civic AC condenser on an Integra. So when you do the half-size radiator, this isn't completely blocked, or you don't have AC, you need a block right there, and you could have AC with the half-size radiator. So in case you're doing a turbo build later, you still have your AC and everything like that. You still have space. You don't need to do delete. You know, I'm sure it's been done plenty of times, but I haven't really read besides make custom lines, and you know, that's what I'm doing. Okay, you guys, right before you saw in the cutscene, I was saying I'm going to be taking the AC line and car to a specialty shop to actually make AC lines. And so I'm giving you a heads up of what it's actually going to look like. Now, if you see that big old bend right here, it's pretty bad. That's what I'm taking it for. So they're actually going to trim down this line, maybe about an inch or so, inch and a half, to loop this through so it's one piece. And I have the AC condenser in here mocked up. I have the radiator. The previous mount I made is too short. So even if I line it up, it just barely doesn't clear. And I don't want to pull it back too much and damage anything in the headlight right here. And I already have some tape right here. That soft double-sided padded tape doesn't mess nothing up. And if you see in there, I had to cut some ears off. Let's see better like this one. I had to shave them off so that they wouldn't be hitting the radiator. Now I'm going to have to shave it off even more just so that doesn't come in contact, but that's for later. For right now, I just have this thing pretty much zip tied up, and I'm hoping maybe the AC shop can make me a custom mount for this or something, because space-wise, I had to put this weather stripping tape, 3 sets right here, and then 2 on bottom, 1 on top like of the other on the bottom of the condenser, so that's not super low. That way I wouldn't have any issues with this part being behind this brace. I don't want to cut a chunk out right here, nothing like that. I want it to still be, you know, full support and everything, full strength. And so, if you see right here, there is a little bit of gap that air can travel through, but I'm hoping it's not too much to affect it. But yeah, that's not going to be till after the head comes back from the shop and I reinstall it and everything like that. It's just a basic resurface valve job, you know, 3-angle valve job on it. Nothing too big, not a big deal. But I'm not sure if you guys can tell from here, I am trying to clean up the engine bay a little bit, but this video is more to just show you guys on what I'm doing with the AC system so you guys can know, because like I said, there's a high pressure here now and a low pressure here, and on the Intgra there is a high pressure right there. There's a switch right there, so I can't actually use that. So what I was just gonna get like a Civic air dryer, but that's not gonna work too well with the spacing I have. They're a little bit bigger, and then they have like that big old sensor like right there, and I have to get 2 custom lines. So instead, I got a replacement Integra air dryer. I'm gonna have them make this high pressure line custom. So we'll still have this sensor on it. It won't have this port right here, and then it'll go into the AC condenser, which is down at the bottom. So this is the way it normally faced. They'll make me a custom line, so I don't have to worry about folding it or bending it in any way, shape, or form. That way it won't break or anything, and it'll just line up perfectly right there. Now there is a bolt hole right here. I'm guessing that's for a mount, so I'm hoping maybe they can also do that, because you can see right there I have it zip tied up And this is what I was talking about, 2 strips of weather stripping so it's not bottomed out. But yeah, so once that gets finished up, I'll make a video off it, and hopefully they'll let me videotape what they do in shop. If not, then I'll just show you guys the aftermath. Thanks for tuning in, and bye.